What's up, Jiu-Jitsuers? Amechi here again, and I've been getting messages asking for more details about escaping under the mount position. You ask, you receive. Our featured Dr. Jits is my buddy John Evans, owner of Breakdown Academy and Jiu-Jitsu analyst from BJJ Breakdown, where he, you guessed it, breaks down competition footage. All right, let's do this.
So if I'm mounted, and usually I should be protecting my neck, it can be a problem if I try to go for an escape, say the bump escape or any escape where I start turning to my side to get out, and then my opponent's going to come up to this technical mount and take my back. And it's a very common problem that I see a lot of people that really have an issue with, and they don't have a good answer to get out of this. But if you mind a few things, it's actually a fairly easy position to escape. So that's what we're going to look at right now. So as I start to move to the side and he comes to this technical mount, I have to make sure that my arm, my elbow, in fact, more importantly, is on this far hip bone. Right? We have to keep it there. And so we make this belt line hook and we keep the elbow on the far hip. I'm not pressing with my hand on this near side hip, because if I do that, it's likely I can slide through, or he can switch his hips and make it slide through. So it's really important that this elbow stays there. The forearm stays stiff just so we can keep this pressure off of me, but that elbow on the far hip bone, very important. Once we have this, that's the back saver, right? This prevents my opponent from coming to my back. So as he moves up all the way into technical mount, see, I'm on my side and I have my arm in here, and it's going to be very hard for him to take my back. I don't want to hang out here for too long, but it's very difficult to take my back in a short amount of time with this elbow on the far hip, right? So from there, now we're pretty much ready to go. He's in technical mount, but he's kind of stuck here, so we want to take advantage of that. I like to switch my legs, so this top leg is further out, so not this way, but with this top leg further out away from my opponent. And now we're pretty much ready to go. We're just gonna push off of the toes, and we're gonna lift our hips in the air. And so our points of contact are gonna be on our toes, our feet, and my shoulder. So as we do that, our hips get come into the air, and we're also gonna press with this elbow. And it lifts, right? And I can hold this. It's a kind of like a modified bridge, so it doesn't take a ton of strength. Once he's up in the air, and this is an important part because now his leg is just kind of floating here. And I'm on my shoulder, so I can use my arm. So now I can take my arm right down, grab the ankle, hook over, and then as I come down, I'm going to bring the forearm over into elbow escape.
In review, keep your elbow on the high side hip bone and create a frame. Turn to your side. And remember, don't push on a near side hip or you can slip and give your back. Switch your legs and plant your feet. Raise your hips up with a modified bridge. Use your free hand to grab their ankle and feed it to your hook. Move your forearm down over the knee. Do an elbow escape as you switch to your other hip. Get the underhook for extra control. Let's check out some other angles.
Yeah, so I mean, the reason that I started all of this is because not only did I want to kind of enrich the way that I interacted with Jiu-Jitsu and with people that also train Jiu-Jitsu, but I wanted to learn more, and I also wanted to take Jiu-Jitsu to the next level. I know it sounds a little bit pompous and maybe a bit far-fetched for one person to think that way, but I mean, you know, if you don't go for that collar choke, with the most confidence in the world, then you probably won't get it in a tournament. So you got to go in there and hope for the best and expect the best. So that's kind of the way that I went into this. But I really do feel like this is a fantastic sport. So many great people are into it, and it's still so underground at this point, which is crazy. Like you think about how many athletes are actually professional athletes, how many of them get paid for tournaments, the back-breaking, crazy, repetitive, tedious workouts that go into strength and conditioning and hours of drilling, and people still living on couches. And it's a bit crazy to me. So if I could possibly change that, make the sport better, get more people into the sport, I think that would be a big deal. So I've got a lot of things on the horizon that hopefully will start to deal with some of those issues, maybe get some of the fighters paid at the very least. And also I think the sport's evolving as we see there's some really not so great rules in a lot of the bigger tournaments right now, like the knee reaping rule and the kind of a little bit of a neutering of the sport, allowing major matches going to ref's decision where it's just somebody's choice, so they feel like this person did better than the other person, and I really disagree with all of that. I think things should not be decided by biased humans. I think it should be a very cut and dry thing. So, I'm striving every day to try to figure out a way to fix the rules and fix the way that we view Jiu-Jitsu, because if you really open your mind to Jiu-Jitsu, there's so much to it and there's so much you can do with it, and just to see it kind of put in this little box it's a bit frustrating. So hopefully I can enrich the whole sport as well, and that's kind of a really big goal of mine, but maybe with a lot of hard work and stick-to-itiveness, and make this sport a little bit better.
Well, thanks, John, for making our escapes better with this technique. And thank you to Jiu-Jitsuer for checking out this video. If you're looking to scratch more of your grappling itch, here are a couple more videos that you might like. Of course, check out the BJJ Training Journal by visiting bjjbrain.com to get access to cutting-edge training tools for grapplers. In the meantime, live life, have fun, and train Jiu-Jitsu.